Alright, the next brake pedal issue is going to be the spongy brake pedal. This one is very similar to the low brake pedal. Depending on different car makes and models, the reasons I will list can be interchanged between low and spongy brake pedals. It really just depends on the car and how different brake systems react to these issues. A spongy brake pedal is when you have reduced braking power or no braking power at all. The pedal feels like a spring, like a force countering the force of your foot. So here are the possible causes for a spongy brake pedal. Failed master cylinder, seized caliper, seized wheel cylinder, or seized drum brakes hardware. For the master cylinder, if the internal springs inside fail, then you will get a spongy brake pedal and no braking power at all. This is one of their scariest issues because you get no brake pedal response at all. Although it's an uncommon component to fail, it could still happen. Next up is the seized caliper. You can get a seized caliper while it's in the engaged position, and that will cause you to have premature brake wear, overheating, and one of your wheels to get really hot. You could also get a seized caliper in the retracted position, and that's the one that will cause you to have a spongy brake pedal feel. The piston will not move due to the square cut piston seal being seized. It will act like a force against your foot, and that's why when you press your brake pedal, you're not getting the full power that your car usually generates. So one seized caliper in the retracted position is enough to have reduced braking power, and you will notice that. So seized calipers can be replaced or rebuilt, but replacing it for a new one is the safer option. And finally, we have the seized wheel cylinder or seized drum brake hardware. So this is going to be common for cars that have been sitting a while, and also for cars that have rear drums. So the thing about drum brakes is that they are closed in and they don't get any outside air to cool them off. So all the heat, the brake dust, and the rust will accumulate inside. Eventually, if you don't go in there and maintain them by greasing the springs or greasing the backing plate where the shoes make contact, then they can seize. So they will act like a seized caliper where pressing the brake pedal will result in no braking power since all the drum brake hardware has a hard time moving.